You
I don't like
guys,
that title.
you guys escaped the death house, insulted Ismark, helped bury his dad, and now you're leaving to escort his sister to take her to a safer village away from the castle. The castle with the spooky evil vampire. You're trying to take her to the town of Valaki. Valaki, right? Yep. You're just pulling out of the village, neatly dodging any of the other plot hooks there. And you're going to be traveling down the road towards to the south here. For the most part, the road is quiet as you leave the village.
So, just for clarity's sake, if you don't mind me interjecting, we're taking the main road away from the town to avoid the vampire,
Yes.
who will inevitably look for us on the main road.
Yes.
Okay, just wanted to be clear.
You got.
I
I
feel like
never.
the woods would be dangerous in
I
this.
mean, he probably already knew we were leaving anyway because of his spies.
That's spies. I never say anything about spies.
Look,
And bats.
seriously.
We've all seen
You'd have
Dracula,
to be
okay?
incompetent to not have spies.
We've all seen Bram Stoker's. It's nothing new.
All
Yeah,
right.
Raven's character has Dracula unleashed in his memory banks.
Dracula Unleashed. Ugh.
We have enough, right? I'm really hungry and I don't want to run out of potatoes.
Yes. Ismark made sure to pack potatoes for you, if only so you'd shut up while you're eating the potatoes.
Fan,
He didn't say that though. That's just what he was thinking.
only one who grabbed a ward.
You did actually. You did not grab a ward as you were leaving because you didn't say that yet last time.
Fuck. But I never said I got rid of the ward from the last time.
Yeah, you did. You said you put it back.
You put it back when everybody convinced you that taking the ward that protected the house was a bad idea.
You guys are all
Sensible and intelligent.
Not crazy.
Dare I say, a cut above.
out of character. What are these like pokey fences?
What?
I'm
It's
trying
mountains. Mountains and
Right.
hills. It's supposed to be like slopes, so you can get like a sense of depth.
Elevation
And height.
markers.
Alright, so you guys follow the road, cross the river. There is relatively calm. The river's flowing nice and calmly.
I have my crossbow ready at all times, FYI.
Okay. The wood beneath you creaks a little bit as you cross because you guys are walking alongside the cart because except for Aggie, she's a cripple apparently, so she gets to ride along with the potatoes. And you have a relatively peaceful trip until you hit this crossroads. As you pull up to the crossroads, you see an old wooden gallows creaking in the chill wind that blows from the west. There's a frayed rope dancing from its beam. And there's a split in the road going in three directions. Barovia Village to the east where you came from. The Sasir Pool to the northwest. And Ravenloft Valaki to the southwest. The northwest fork slants and disappears into the trees, while the southwest fork clings to an upward slope. And across from the gallows from the road there is a small graveyard in the fog.
How morbid.
So both routes will eventually take you past, though the route through the Tsir Pool is shorter than the winding route to go southwest.
And the route past the pool will take us past the castle, or closer to it.
Well, you're going to pass really close to the castle either way. So, unfortunately, that is the main route, as everything here is slopes and river, so there's not really a way to get around that.
I'd say pass by the pool.
Well, you're in charge.
Hey, just casting my
Good.
vote.
Well, the direct route is shorter, but it's also the most obvious.
The question is, are we expecting an ambush?
Your guy the same as the icon you have on.
What was that, Thors?
Your little icon thing. Is yours for your character? Or is that
It's your personal avatar, not your character avatar.
Oh,
You ain't got blue skin, son.
just a second.
But yeah, I'm down with whatever. If we're going either way, pass it either way, might as well go the quickest. I would think.
I'm in the cart, so I don't care.
You wouldn't get a vote anyway.
No one asked.
That's rude. I'm still a person.
We just point to the hanging new swing tower.
You look like the sack of potatoes you're sitting upon.
That's
Well,
incredibly rude. Are you calling me fat and
More
pudgy?
lumpy.
I guess the main issue is if we want to avoid detection. Because if we pass through that small town, then people will notice us, and that word might get.
Oh, I guess I should say, have you guys made any attempts to disguise Irina while you're traveling?
Put it in the
Yeah,
sack of
I
potatoes.
thought we were dressing Iggy up like her, and then she was dressing up like
It's a
Iggy.
That would
terrible
be
idea.
dumb.
And she,
But
one's a no,
decided I'm
one.
too short.
No, we're
You're
gonna
the
you're
only
gonna have a
person who could
potato.
help.
You're gonna have a potato lower body, duh, with a blanket over.
The only person who actually has any sort of disguise skill is Eggy.
That's why it's perfect.
Did you try to disguise Irina to look more like, and maybe Ismark too, to look more generic and not like them?
No,
Just
but
put a wig
perhaps
on
I
Quinn.
should. But let me open my thingy.
Makeup time.
So I
Just
only have. Whoops. I only have one disguise kit though. So can I disguise them both, or do I have to pick one?
I thought the kit was just the supplies to use
the kit just gives you the requisite materials you need to perform the task. If it's anything that's substantially more expensive, like let's say there's a custom outfit to look like a particular noble, it doesn't come with that, but it will come with like basic makeup, basic like a wig, etc., but nothing like grandiose.
Okay, so what do Ishmark and Arena look like right now?
Well, Irina's wearing a traveler's cloak with the hood pulled up slightly, and Ismark is wearing a. He's not really. He's just wearing his normal clothes. Just. I guess he didn't really think that part through, but there he is.
Yeah, but are they like, I guess, extravagant, kind of peasanty?
They have. Well, their father was the Burgomeister, so he's. They're wearing fine clothes. They're kind of bright colored.
Yep.
We'll have him. We could have him switch clothes with somebody. Maybe, I don't know, the build of everybody else. Probably not me.
I think we should just disguise them as peasants. I mean, I'm sure I have some like very
Make her
drab
look like
looking tan.
Make her look like an old woman.
I could make a couple of sets of just generic clothing if I had the materials.
I think it'd be cooler if you just switch clothes, because then you have fancy clothes.
All right, Iggy, roll a d20 for me. On the side there's like a little thing that looks like a die. Oh,
pretty good.
Okay, yeah. So you guys do a really good job. I was hoping you'd roll low, and I was gonna say you smear Irina's makeup like the Joker, but I guess you do a better job than that.
Wanted them to look like peasants, just so we're clear. Boring peasants.
So yeah, you've successfully made them look like boring, drab, dark clothing peasants. You found something, thrown something together out of some potato sacks, and yeah, they're not exactly happy with it, but they get the point. All right, but it sounded like you guys wanted to go to the Stir Pool, so we're going to go to the north there. And as the cart is pulling away, you all hear a creaking noise behind you, and suddenly there's a body hanging from the gallows.
Had to get back in place. Sorry, guys.
Spoopy.
And as you look closer, Aggie, when the body turns to face you, the face looks a lot like yours.
Dun 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 dun.
Oh, it's
But
taller.
not the body.
Yeah, is the body my size?
For you, actually, it does appear to be gnome-sized.
Oh no, a small child!
Well, that's very creepy, and I don't like it, and I think that we should just keep going, and I'm just gonna turn around and pretend I never saw that.
Just don't acknowledge the hauntings.
I'm still trying to remember how to switch to my character avatar.
Once you set your avatar and your profile, then on the bottom where it says your name, like as, you just click the name of the character.
Oh, do I have to go out of game to change that setting?
No, so in
No, it's in your
the
chat window. Go to the chat window, and it says as, your name.
There we go. Okay. Thank you.
Wait. Is this foreshadowing that I'm going to die? Maybe we should go back and look at it. Make sure
too
that,
late,
Oh.
mush.
Don't acknowledge the hauntings.
Too late. Let's go. Yeah.
Come on, you're sitting on the cart. Sing the cherry tomato song.
All right, as you guys pull closer to this, through the woods here, the sound of accordions playing start to fill your ears.
Wretched noise.
I
And-
draw my weapon.
As you get even closer, it sounds like laughter and people being happy and drinking.
That's a first since we got here.
And you come out of the woods and you see a bunch of brightly clothed people dancing around a fire, and they're having a good time, laughing,
Eating a
playing the
baby.
accordion poorly. And there's 5 very colorful tents to go with the very colorful people that are dancing around.
I have not
And-
seen this in quite some time.
I would like to stand up on the cart and start playing my flub just as badly as the dude who is playing the accordion.
What the hell's a flub?
It's her flute club. It's a flute
Mother
built
of
into a
God.
club. Or it's a club that's made into a flute.
It's like the crudest ocarina imaginable.
And they hear you poorly play your flub, and they turn, and they actually, some of them cheer out and call out to you and say, and they're like, welcome, come on, join the party.
What time is it right now?
It's about 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, about 5 o'clock.
Eh, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
It's quitting time. That's if they were probably working anyways.
We're probably gonna. What the fuck?
It's either we or we
What's that
travel during
supposed
night,
to
which I
mean?
don't. It's probably not a good idea.
And to give you guys a general idea of what they all look like, they're like a bunch of brightly clothed wearing gypsies. Don't be racist, Bang.
It really is like Durgan's.
I'm playing my flub, okay?
You're
Making
joining the
bad
fun.
music with them.
We're just trying to find the Star Pool campment map. 1 second. There it is. Let me pull you guys over to it too.
That might help.
The void.
See anything?
Did you set vision on the tokens?
I would have to have dragged out the tokens.
Am I supposed to see something?
You will in a second. Why are you whispering?
I don't know. There was just quiet.
Need CT to hear that we're talking about.
You guys see now?
I can't. Do you have vision turned on or dynamic
Nope.
lighting turned on for the map?
Yeah, right. It's a thing I have to do. Oops. The thing I have to do. I remember now. One day I'll remember for real. How about now?
I can see my
flickered
own
for me.
token.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I just see darkness. So
How about now?
there we go.
Yep.
Okay.
You said there were 5 dudes
Massive
though, and there's
horses.
clearly
So
like
there-
10.
I said there's 5 cat tents. 5 tents.
Okay.
Some large horses.
Yeah,
Well, horses are large.
I don't know why the horse tokens are oversized like that, but and there's some giant horses by the river. Whatever.
Yeah.
And
That's the appropriate size. They're large creatures, so they take up 4 spaces.
you guys come into the camp and they all right. Welcome. How we must have traveled far. You don't look like the average Barovian. And a couple of them laugh.
It has been a bit of a trip.
What brings you to our neck of the woods?
We're just traveling between towns.
Oh, you're heading to. Sorry. Balaki?
Nope,
Uh,
that's not where we're going.
Well, I mean, that's the only other town here.
We're no.
Yeah. There's crap.
It's literally the only other town on the map.
Kratz.
There's that monastery and there's the castle.
Why are we telling them anything?
That's what I was trying to cover up, but somebody just is too honest for something damn good.
Well, there's
doesn't
honesty
take
and then
it.
there's naivety.
It doesn't really take a genius to figure out where we were going. Because there's really only like 2 possible locations.
Have you ever thought that some people don't think as logical as you do?
Are you guys
That's the most-
saying
That's
Yeah,
the most
say this
logical
in
thing she's ever
character.
said. Oh, I am. That's the most logical thing she's ever said.
And when he gives me a compliment, then we know we're going somewhere.
Well, anyway,
the Stoddy laugh?
but yes,
Do not worry. Who'd we even tell if you guys were trying to travel in secret?
And Dyer will just quietly look up at the castle in the distance.
Oh, you don't need to worry about telling him.
more than likely that's true.
Come on in, have a drink, have some food.
Why worry about the inevitable? I don't say that out loud, sorry.
That's,
But I certainly do
What?
think it.
What are you people doing here? Why this spot?
they're having a party.
Because it's by a lake, probably.
Why not the spot? It's right beside the lake. It's as good a place as any to set up our traveling camp.
Well, what are you partying for?
Being alive, why not? Most of the Barovians you've met, I'm sure, are just drab and dull.
He's right about that.
I mean, unless you're Barovians too, but I don't somehow, he looks over the party, I don't think most of you are from around here.
Good eye.
Very presumptuous of you, but okay.
A couple of them laugh and they're like, well, there's only humans in Barovia.
Maybe I was exiled, okay? That's rude.
You're exiled to Barovia. Well, then I'm sorry for you. Your people are certainly cruel.
What can I say? I've done some bad things with my life.
Here, have some wine. Take the edge off. Have a seat. Tell us your story.
I don't trust happy people.
Okay, I take the wine and I go and I sit down to these guys and I say, a couple of years ago, I gave birth to a child. And I just thought that I wouldn't be a good enough mother to my child. So I gave him to somebody else. And it's haunted me ever since. Because even though I myself am a giant child, I wish I still had him around. I didn't even I didn't even name him. It's just an it.
This is so funny.
I'm just gulping the wine. Please give me more.
They pour more wine from a wineskin for you.
I'm
They're
gonna
like, oh.
slowly sip while walking away.
Okay, I can't watch this. I'm gonna go wander somewhere else.
Dyer looks around her for a piece of paper. Where's the script?
Okay. I'll take some wine, but I'm going to go like a drop of it and see if I can taste anything in it before I.
There's nothing in it.
All right.
I'm literally gonna do circuits around the camp.
Are
So
they sympathetic to my plight?
yes, they all look very sympathetic.
I will edge away to Irene and his mark.
Yeah, Irina and Ismark have no idea what to say to that. They can't tell if she's full of shit or for real.
It could be both.
Don't worry, neither can we.
One of the Donnie, so everybody around the campfire also starts telling their own like stories, happy ones, a few sad ones, and finally another one speaks up about a more recent tale. And they say, a mighty wizard came to this land over a year ago. I remember him like it was yesterday. He stood exactly where Eggy, or the gnome there, standing now. Very charismatic man he was. He thought he could rally the people of Barovia against that devil Strahd. He stirred them with the thoughts of revolt and bore them to the castle en masse. Though, when the vampire appeared, the wizard's peasant army fled in terror. A few of them stuck with the man, but they were never seen again. The wizard and the vampires cast spell at each other. Their battle flew from the courtyards of Ravenloft to the precipice overlooking the falls. I saw that battle with my own eyes. Thunder shook the mountainside and great rocks tumbled down upon the wizard, yet his magic survived. Lightning from the heavens struck the wizard, and again he stood his ground. But when the devil Strahd fell upon him, the wizard's magic couldn't save him. I saw him thrown 1,000 feet to his death. I climbed down the river to search for the wizard's body to see, if he had anything of value, but the river had already spirited him away.
I don't blame you. I would have done the same thing.
Are you? So, a few of them look uncomfortable. Mostly at the part where he referred to Strahd as a devil. And one of them leans in. You guys don't work for Strahd, do you?
Hardly.
Hardly? That's on a no.
It's okay. No.
Hardly. Only on off days. Maybe weekends.
Strahd's gotten very into diversity hires.
You're Strahd's part timers, huh?
No.
If you're not with Strahd, maybe you all should go see Madame Eva in the back there. She's. What did you guys say your name? She spoke of a party of, well, no offense, a strange party coming across our little camp here in the next few days. And she said if we saw anybody who was not like the normal Barovians, I guess you could say, to send them to her.
Ah, a seer of some sort.
What are you saying about Eggy?
I'm saying she's a poor, distraught
Dyer
woman.
laughs himself in character. Sorry.
Do you guys see what I have to deal with?
But anyway, if this Madame Eva is a seer of some sort, she could be of assistance.
Right. Point the way. Let's go.
So they point towards this big tent in the back here.
Right.
Are
As
Raina
you
and
guys-
Ismark coming with us?
They're going to linger by the campfire, just trying
They'll be fine.
to blend in a bit more, not draw attention to themselves by going with the big weird bunch of weirdos to the magical tent. And as you guys approach, is Quillian coming too?
I don't know. I'll watch from the entrance.
And before, as you guys walk up to the tent, you hear an old woman's voice call out, Linkraham, Eggy, Dyer, Velas isn't here, Shaded, Grove, please come in.
How does she know my name?
Rather
Quillian,
obvious she is diviner.
Quillian, I know you're just going to stay outside, so
How did she know?
Well,
as you guys step inside, since I'm assuming you're stepping inside,
Yep.
Doors open.
magic flames cast a reddish glow over the interior of the tent, revealing a low table covered in black velvet cloth. The interior, glints of light seem to flash from a crystal ball on the table as a hunched figure peers over its depths. As the crone speaks, her voice crackles like dry weeds. At last, you've arrived! And she begins to laugh, a cackling laugh.
At this moment,
Hope we didn't keep you waiting too long.
Oh no, everything's black.
Yeah, I'm just trying to move the player tokens over to the board. 1 second.
That destroyed my RP. Thanks, CT.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thanks, CT.
I would like
Savage.
to use this velvet stuff tablecloth and wipe my tears away and say, finally, somebody's excited to see me and has been awaiting me for a very long time.
Actually, it's just been about half an hour.
Come in, come in. You've all traveled a very long way to get to Barovia, or should I say, to be put into Barovia.
It wasn't exactly the destination we were expecting.
Can you guys see the board, by the way?
5 cards?
Yep.
Yep. Play some poker.
Yes, we're gonna play 5-card draw. Except everybody's gonna get the same 5 cards. No.
Not a very exciting game.
So, you've come all the way here. Now you've ended up in my tent, just like I have seen. Would you like to know what the future holds?
Yes,
I have a
I
feeling that
would.
would be helpful.
She laughs and she produces a worn deck from beneath the table. She's so trusting. A little old lady offers to read your fortune. You don't think twice about it.
It's not like
I'm
we're gonna
outside.
lose money on it.
I mean, what's the worst that could happen? It's just fortune telling.
I still have my hand on like my sword. Might be
She
a witch.
she shuffles the deck and puts 5 cards on the table, arranged in the order you see here, and she flips the first one. Ah, the first card is the merchant. It says you should seek a cask once contained the finest wine, of which not a drop remains. She places her hands over the other remaining cards and slowly moves them back and forth and before grabbing another card. Ah, I see the traitor. He says to look to the wizard of the wines. Wood and sand treasures lie. She grabs another card and places it then on the table. Oh, the soldier. She asks that you climb the mountains. Go to the top of the White Tower, guarded by golden knights. Ah, this person, the executioner, whispers to me he who should be your ally. The person you should seek out is the brother of the devil's bride. They call him the Lesser, but he has a powerful soul. And finally, she frowns as she draws this card. The mists. Where your enemy will be lies obscured to me. The future is not willing to part for me in that scenario. She frowns and thinks. Maybe if you came back to my camp another day, I would be able to help you find where your foe will lie when you hunt him down, but if you hunt him down, but for now, she she gives a small shrug. These are your fortunes.
Did she say that the lesser was the brother of the guy
Yeah,
who's
that one was
marrying the
pretty
devil's
obvious.
bride?
Yeah, the brother of the devil's bride.
That one's going to be a real easy one to find.
Gosh, are you serious? Like, can you at least have some stuff in mystery?
Yeah,
Uh,
can you have a bit more mystique when you tell us the future?
I can see why Shaded Grove isn't a fortune teller. My God.
Anyway, Shaded will thank the old woman.
Thanks, maybe the mists will part next time.
Wait, I have one more question.
yes.
Will I ever see my son again?
Stares at you for a second. If you make it out alive.
Oh,
Probably
no.
not in this timeline.
Thanks,
She
fortune
leans
teller.
She leans back in her chair, looking exhausted. Channeling the future is difficult. I must rest. Please. Guessing you guys are going to leave now, though, right?
Just
Yes.
stand there. I must rest. And everyone just stands there staring at her.
she's
Do it
sitting
then.
in a chair. She's sitting in a chair. You think of when did you see a fortune teller stand up when she's going to tell your fortune?
No, I mean
What-
everyone else is just standing there staring at her.
Yeah, it's like she's sitting there. Like,
I don't think this is the right map.
no, I'm slowly getting back to it. There's like 8 billion maps. Okay.
It's a lot of
Do it
maps.
right.
All right. You guys exit the tent where Madame Eva is.
That was certainly some food for thought.
And Ismark sees you exit and smiles and walks towards you and says, "So, how did it go with the magic lady?"
Bunch of
Some-
nonsense.
I think
Had
you
some
haven't
rather
been telling
interesting
us the
things to
truth.
say.
I haven't been telling you the truth about what?
Your sister.
What?
Huh?
Are you?
What? What?
No, I'm intrigued by this. What do you mean?
Did the fortune teller lady not just say that his sister is to be the devil's bride?
We
That's
were
why
aware
we're-
that Strahd was
What?
after her. Yes.
That's the whole point why we're
Yeah,
here.
But they never said they were going to get married. Why are we denying
He's
such
trying
a
to
union?
force it.
Apparently,
Don't
he
be
has a powerful
stupid.
soul.
He just stares at Eggy and looks at the rest of the party for a second. He's like, "I'm starting to believe the kid story a little bit less now. I don't know."
What? That she was a poor mother, gave up the child because she was not capable.
No, that she
Sure.
managed to get any man to.
Well, she never said it was her child.
Just imagining Eggy breaking into the hospital. They're like a. This is my baby now.
And now I'm
And
going to give it up without giving.
Give it away.
All of you people are so close to getting smacked with my flub.
Give it back, guys.
Fortune telling is about 7 o'clock at night, and the Vistani are still drinking and partying and all in all having a good time. Are you guys just gonna pack up and leave, or are you gonna stay the night?
Well, we're going to have to stop for the night soon anyway. Just
Hmm.
at least here, there's numbers.
And one of the Vistani offers Eggy more wine.
I think he may have had enough.
Speak for yourself. I will accept the wine.
All right, so
Constitution save.
no Constitution save. Oh, actually, yes. Roll a Constitution save. Bang. Bang. You feel a little bit unbalanced, and maybe like you want to throw up a little bit, but it's not from any poison or anything. It's just because you've had too much wine to drink.
Perfect. I would like to throw up on Ismark's shoes.
Uh,
I'm drunk and cannot control my bodily functions. Make it happen.
Like Constitution, I guess. Roll again.
I'm just gonna roll a d20 to see if Ismark gets out of the way. He sees you coming.
I'm going to help him. I'm going to give him assistance.
Ismark rolled a natural 20, so yeah, he's not getting.
That is a powerful soul.
I think it's time for Eggy to go to bed.
I won't miss next time. I know who you are.
Let's just wrap her in a papoose and hang her from Blinkerham's neck.
All right. As the rest of you tie Eggy up in a potato sack, you
Yeah, let's do that.
The rest of you relax and have a mostly sound sleep, other than the occasional sound of Eggy just like trying to break out of the potato sack and snoring very loudly. You wake up for the morning, thank the Vistani for their hospitality. They wave you off with a smile as you're back on the road again.
Wait. Ask them for more wine. I would like wine for my travels.
You've had enough.
You won't tell me. It's a new day.
We're on the clock.
Vistani, one of the Vistani gives you a small wineskin and as a parting gift for the stories you told.
Thank you, good sir. I will not forget your kindness.
We'll move one tile.
Bag's like, where
She's
did
already forgotten.
Where did I get this wineskin from?
It's like, I'm just imagining the stupidest thing ever, and it's just like, yeah, Strahd tries to taunt Eggy with a vision of her child. Who the fuck is that?
Who's that?
I keep seeing this bitch in my whenever I close my eyes.
Did you just call my son a bitch?
Sorry, a bastard.
I just say that's
I
what
think that's true unless Eggy's married.
You guys don't get to know any more of my personal history.
I'll just
Hooray!
give you some wine, they'll know. All right, so you guys hit the road again. It's early in the morning, about 8 o'clock.
Morning as it gets, anyway. In Juryville.
The hills and covered tree area is quiet as the the first half hour of your trip continues on. And then you come up up to a chasm. And you're following the river along to the base of the canyon, and at the far end, the great waterfall spills into a pool, billowing forth clouds of cold mist. A great stone bridge spans the canyon nearly 1,000 feet above you guys. So you're going to have to climb the path up the bridge there, scale it. It's going to take you guys a long time to slowly climb up and around the small path there. It's going to be a little bit treacherous as it's slippery, but partway up, one of the wheels slips on the wagon there, nearly sending all of the potatoes and Eggy into the river below. Eggy, make a dexterity saving throw. She starts slipping from the back. Does anybody want to try to catch her?
Sure.
Let me think about it for a bit.
I'll try.
Roll dexterity. Roll a athletics check.
Okay.
Yep, you managed to catch her as a couple bags of potatoes fall back, but Ismark and Arena managed to get the wagon back on track.
Wait, Wait, I'm still in a potato bag tied up?
No, they let you out in the morning.
Why?
Why?
Because you needed to go to the bathroom and you didn't want to deal with that.
I guess that's fair.
All right, you guys make it up to the bridge there. And
Back
see,
temporarily.
and you see a water slick bridge made of stone with statues of gargoyles lining the edges.
If we're gonna be crossing, then I'll keep an eye on those gargoyles.
All right, you guys just quietly cross the bridge, and the gargoyles don't seem to twitch as you make your way across.
Polished today.
Make a perception check, Dibia.
All right.
You don't see anything. Don't worry about it. You guys pull up to another fork in the road, even amidst these mountainous paths here. And the fog has come in thick as you get closer to Castle Ravenloft. As you can see it poking through the fog in the distance there. As you reach the crossroads, at the part of the fork leading towards the castle, you see a black carriage parked there, drawn by two large black horses. As your guys' wagon approaches, the door to the carriage swings open. What will you do?
Bloodborne.
Motherfucking king.
What's the other way?
The other way is a large gate.
Is the gate shut?
Closed, of
The
course.
gate.
What's up with the gate?
But it's the way we need to go. Looks like on the map.
Yeah.
The gates, they've swung open actually as your cart grew closer. They weren't open before, but they're open now.
Right, okay. It seems our choices are to be invited to Castle Ravenloft, the place we are trying to not go, or to go to the place where we were trying to
go
go.
through the gate.
This is a difficult
We
decision.
go through it as fast as possible.
You guys go through the gate, and Narissa, can you roll a d20 for me?
Okie dokie. You need it to be GM? Or is there all GM?
Just roll from the dice roller on the side there. 4. And your pass through the gate is uneventful. All right. Now I'm going to roll d20. See if it's really uneventful.
We should have went the other way and seen if that guy needed help.
Which guy?
The guy I'm assuming opened the door to the cart. With the black ponies.
All right.
Maybe we should work for Strahd.
Roll a perception check, Bang.
Me? Okay. Where's perception again? I'm looking.
Bang. When you guys came up to the thing, you noticed that there was nobody in the carriage.
Oh, okay, well, we made the right choice because that's creepy. Or maybe
Congratulations on
it's hard
figuring
for
that
a
out.
bride.
Did you just think of stealing the carriage?
I'm just saying, like, what would Strahd give us if we delivered his devil bride?
Smack her upside the head and fucking have us keep going.
Bad Eggy. Smack. My
I
rolls
approve of this disciplinary action.
My rolls are really shit. Jesus. Alright, it's about noon as you reach another fork in the road here. There's a sign that says Old Bone Grinder. It leads to the path onto the west there, while the other arrow points towards Valaki, while the arrow behind you says Sir Pool,
What's
Castle
that?
Ravenloft, Brovia. That is Old Bone Grinder.
Oh, the
What is it?
windmill?
Yep, that's a windmill.
Does it look like the windmill we saw in the Crest house?
You can't really see. You can see a little bit at in the distance there. It looks like it's falling apart, but the
Army of Darkness.
Hey, maybe this is the windmill that I have the deed to.
Why do you have deeds to everything?
We found it in the Crest house.
Yeah, in the house, I found the deed to the house and the
I think that
deeds-
family owns this
well,
this windmill.
presumably this windmill.
If it's yours, perhaps you should go investigate your property.
Yeah, it's not like this is going to be cursed too.
Ismark says, "Do we want to make a side stop there? Or do we want to deliver my sister to safety first?"
Yeah, something for later.
It's true. We can come back. It is just a curiosity.
Out of character. This guy really wants to save his sister. What's up with that?
You're thinking like Eggy.
I wanted to check out the windmill. I'm just getting overruled.
You didn't say anything till now.
Because all you guys were like, no, let's just keep going.
Fran?
Ed, yeah.
Sorry.
Oh my God, you guys aren't getting any random encounters. Jesus.
Safest trip through Barovia
This
ever.
is going to be dangerous.
Yeah, there's nothing on the roads.
They're like, oh god, those guys look weird. Wide berth, everybody. Wide berth.
Yeah, the few people you've passed on the road is kind of giving you guys a wide berth as you go along. The other
Why does that
traders,
gnome have horns?
they take one look actually at Linkerham, a giant talking lizard person or walking lizard person. They're like, okay, nope, let's keep going.
Yeah, the monsters just think we're just another roving group of monsters.
In the distance, you can start to make out faint outlines of walls. When you guys see a swarm of bats fly out overhead.
Dun, 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 dun.
And you hear howling in the distance. And
We prepare for battle.
You finally got one?
oh, I mean, I might have rolled a couple more times than I'm supposed to.
It's like, fucking, it's gonna happen.
You guys are
This
gonna
is
fight
going to
something
be
today.
a random encounter.
It's
It's a mandatory random encounter.
The roads aren't safe. God damn it!
Ugh, I'm gonna
Story
drink
in and of
that
itself, though,
can of
like
wine.
story in and of itself that yeah, we made it through the entire freaking country without having a single random encounter.
Oh,
We avoided all the
traveled
stops.
across the country, and it was lovely.
I don't know why everyone's so scared. It's such a nice countryside.
Strahd, you maintain your roads very well.
I need more wine.
Say what you will about Strahd, but he keeps nice roads.
He puts his taxes to good use.
The infrastructure is sound.
All right. You come across the scene as the howling echoes in the distance, and it's not wolves you come across. And the bats don't seem to come down to you. But you do see two. Let me drag you over to the random encounter map.
Where's that random counter transition noise?
Yeah, we need like some loaded Final Fantasy battle music or something.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to hum a minute ago, but I'm shit at it.
You are shit at it, Divya, but don't let that stop you, alright?
Quick, Ilthus, play the Halloween music.
That'll work.
Even here?
Oh God.
You guys come across two blood-soaked men and two very, very people in very little pieces on the road here.
I shoot one.
Of the pieces? Cool.
No. One of the carnivorous people.
How do you know they're carnivorous? How presumptuous of you.
They were just
Judgment call.
injured.
Maybe their friends just exploded.
I mean, anything's possible
Maybe
in
it's like
Barovia,
the opening of The Boys.
but killer robot.
Ismark and Irina are going to stay back because Ismark's going to protect his sister. Does anybody else want to stay back to protect Irina, or are you guys good?
I gotta go put the kid to bed. I'll be right back.
Let's roll your hit dice for the crossbow first.
Okay.
Also, turn on lighting.
I'll stay back
Great.
with Arena.
You hit. All right. Do you want? There's one on the left and one on the right. Which one do you want?
The right one.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
And with that opening shot, roll for initiative.
I can't. My token's not on the map.
There you are. You're at the top there.
Oh, I was looking at the bottom.
Don't you lie to me, Narissa.
I can lie if I want to.
I just realized I don't remember how to bring up the initiative thing. Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
Click
little
the-
clock on
The clock thingy.
What is this? You wanted to send the result of this roll to the turn tracker, but
You didn't
no
have your
valid
token selected.
You have to select your token.
Derp.
Berserker.
Oh, my bad. I rolled too many times.
My love for
I take your
you
first one
is
at
like
13.
a truck.
Oh, that the 13 was the one that said it didn't do anything.
Yeah, I was going to set it to 13. All right, I'm going to roll for Quillian.
I just
Great.
noticed there are 3 berserkers in the initiative count.
Is there? Oh, I see 2.
I guess one of them just got rolled twice.
Oh, maybe. I'm going to use my initiative turn order, and I'll have to believe I'm being honest. But after Quillian's crossbow bolts flies true and into the shoulder of the berserker, the first one to react to the oncoming hostilities is Shaded. What would you like to do?
I think I'm probably just gonna let them come to us.
That was almost
So
as good as
I'm-
when I did
What?
the Halloween music one.
So I think I'm just gonna vicious mockery that one on the left.
Wait, what's your wisdom save? 13? It fails. One of the last has been mocked. Well, how do you mock it?
Um, that's a good question. I'm gonna make fun. I'll just make fun of his appearance, I guess.
Imagine he's a client at work and you're allowed to say anything you want.
I don't know. I'm not
Alright.
really good with insults.
Eggy, after Shaded kind of goes, your mother's a berserker.
It worked.
And he goes, oh, she was a berserker. But she was also a very nice lady.
Wait, did he say that to me?
No. But it's your turn. He's just one of them sat on the left there from Shaded's questionable.
Look, I'm not good at insults. I admit that.
That's your turn. What do you want to do, Eggy? There's a couple of chopped up dudes on the ground there. There's a berserker. You're on a wooded road path. Even if it doesn't look like that on the map here. What would you like to do?
I want to shoot the body on the left to see if it's really dead.
All right, roll a crossbow attack. Your crossbow thunks into one of the small pieces of the dude on the left. He is definitely dead.
Thank God.
And with that, it is the berserker's turn. The sad berserker is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 at Bang because he sees that she has a weapon and is not made out of metal. And is going to swing at Iggy. And it hits for 6 damage.
My mother was a saint.
All right, Linkerham's turn.
I guess that makes him feel a little bit better.
Yeah, it does. Beating up small people makes him happy.
That's you, Thors.
Thors?
Me? I'll come and whack this guy with fucking. Hit him, and then after I hit him, can I pick it to do smite or is it?
So yeah, roll to hit first. You hit.
Let's smite.
All right, roll the damage for the hit first.
Or let's.
That's and roll the smite damage. All right, he's looking a little bit bloodied there, but he just turns to you and just lets out a roar right in your face.
All right, that's all. Yeah, that's all I can do.
You there, Cody? I'm assuming he's still putting the kid to bed. So Quillian's gonna back off a little bit there because he's a ranged character, and then he's gonna shoot the one that charged Aggie with his heavy crossbow.
Okay, I'm back.
I assumed you'd back off and then shoot the guy with the crossbow. Is that correct?
I do back off and shoot the guy with the crossbow. Yeah. But what all happened?
You guys entered. You guys were traveling along the path, and before you got to the village, you came across two blood-covered, angry-looking men and a couple of chopped-up people on the ground. And you shot one right off the bat there, and Shaded Vicious Mockery, the one that's in the middle of the scrum here. Eggy shot a corpse because she wanted to make sure it was dead. And Linkerham hit a guy really hard.
Fantastic.
Par for the course.
And this guy that charged, I hit him really hard with a good hit with smite.
You already did the, or here you hit. So go ahead and roll damage.
Yeah.
Damn. You did some damage right there. All right.
Right. Dick.
In the dick. You can kill him that way if you get the killing shot. Dyer, your turn. What do you want to do?
Okay. But that one's not dead yet?
Nope.
I'll move to this side of him. And pop him with one of those.
You hit.
Does that kill him?
Nope.
Okay. Then I'm going to spend a key point. And flurry of blows. Shit. And does he take another one?
And he's still going. He's looking pretty bloody right now. And you miss.
Okay.
All right, and that's it for you.
Yep.
The other berserker is going to
I'll
run
scoot
into
forward
his.
one square.
All right, the berserker is going to run forward to the closest target. 5, 10, 15, 20. And though he's angry at the guy who shot him with a crossbow, you're a lot closer, and he's going to swing at you. He's going to He's going to start swinging recklessly because he's pissed off at you. Or he got shot by a crossbow bolt, and he crits, taking 16 health off you.
Okay.
And we come back to Shaded's turn.
Yeah, okay. Just see how one of my things works here. Just give me a second. Okie dokie. I'm going to attack the one that just attacked Dyer.
Uh, 19 hits.
Okay.
Oops, sorry. I said the number, my bad. You managed to strike true with the blow after first fumbling your rapier a bit. Or your short sword, sorry.
I'm going to use my mobile. No, my
So
the slashing flourish.
Okay.
Let's see. I didn't roll very well on that one, but it does the 1 damage to both that one and the one to my north.
Okay.
And then I'll attack the one to my north with my offhand.
Ooh.
Oh, why is that one noted as silvered? It's not.
I think it's because I added that one to your inventory. Couldn't figure out how to make it silvered. Alright, roll the damage. You crit.
So 10. Wait. Yeah, okay, 10.
He is not looking good. Looks like he's pretty close to death's door there. But it is now Eggy's turn. Eggy, there's a really big dude with a giant axe up in your grill.
Also attacked you.
He also hit you with that giant axe and hurt. And you swing the flub, and it just kind of bounces off his shoe there.
Damn it. Wanted to show him who's boss.
All right, the berserker is going to laugh at your puny flub attack. And he's going to turn away from you because he sees you as like no threat now. And he's going to swing his axe at Linkerham. which he hits. He takes off he just digs his axe right into your shoulder plate, cutting deep into your shoulder there, doing 13 damage.
Should have made fun of Bang's character more when he had the chance. Like, looks at you. What sick man sends baby to fight me?
He said that. John, you get to voice the Berserker now.
How's this guy looking, CT?
He's looking pretty close to being dead, and he just hurt you a lot with that swing there.
He did. But I'm gonna attack. Oh god.
He catches your sword as you swing down on him, and it deflects away from him. To do anything else?
You call that swing? I call that failure.
I don't think I have any. Yeah, I'm done.
He's disconnected.
Oh, the bot.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Quillian,
done.
it's your turn. You see this big angry guy just deflect Linkerham's blow after taking a big chunk of Linkerham. You see Eggy swinging her club ineffectually as she's trying though. You can tell that she's really trying.
All right, I'm gonna shoot the injured one.
Oh, you catch him. Roll your damage. He staggers back, but he's still standing.
That's
Dire?
pretty beefy.
Alright. On the injured one?
Hit? How would you like to finish this guy?
Just like Hadouken straight to the chest. And I'll spend one more key point, put me down to 1, to make 2 more attacks against the other guy.
Alright.
That one connect?
Yep. That one misses.
Okay.
So, Dibia, you punch that guy in the chest so hard you hear cracking sounds as you shatter the bones in his chest, and he lets out a last gasp as he crumples to the floor like a sack of bricks. You turn and swing at the other guy, catching him first in the ribs there, but he's no cracking sounds on this one. And follow up, he deflects your hand away with a meaty fist. It's his turn. And he's going to swing at you again because you just killed his buddy. He swings down, catching you in the shoulder there. My favorite spot, apparently. And you are seriously hurt now.
I'm still standing.
And it's Shaded's turn.
HP is all you need.
Die standing up.
I'm going to move behind him, mostly just to get out of Quillian's way. And just attack my silver short sword. That's probably not going to connect.
Nope. He deflects it away with his axe and makes
then
and taunts you. And he deflects that swing as well and taunts you.
Ah, well. Can't win them all.
Delivers a really witty taunt, John. Thanks for letting me down, John.
It's hard to do on the spot.
All right. It's Eggy's turn. Eggy, what would you like to do?
I guess I'll shoot that dude with my crossbow.
Ooh.
Ooh, it's red. That's bad.
You fumbled the shot, and it you just barely managed to miss or not hit Dyer. It actually kind of looks like you were aiming to shoot Dyer when you pulled the trigger there.
That would just be silly.
Making fun of me.
Who, the omnipresent voice in the sky?
I just mutter that to myself.
She'd be making fun of me. Take that. All
So
right.
next time it won't be an accident.
It's now Linkerham's turn. Thors.
Do I want to heal myself or attack? I'll heal myself. Lay on hands.
How much are you using?
7.
All right. I'll put it back on. All right. Quillian, it's your turn.
All right.
Let me guess. You shoot your crossbow.
I'm gonna do a trip attack.
Trip attack.
I don't think that's a thing in 5e.
Oh no, it is. He just linked it to me.
Okay. I don't remember reading it.
I'm a battle master, bro. Look it up.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what subclass you were. That makes sense.
But not enough.
It was wild, bouncing off into the trees there with the little harder, with the little trip. What would you say you attached to your crossbow to make it trip people, or are you just kind of like shooting them in the leg?
Shooting them in the leg is what I would go for, like bolting their foot. So
All
it probably
right.
just embeds in the ground beside his foot.
And Dyer, what are you trying to do?
The gnome's poor accuracy must have worn off on me.
Ho, shots fired. Shots fired.
Sorry about that. I was up for a second.
What are you being railroaded about, John? You hit, and you hit. Did you flurry again?
Yeah, I had one more left.
Okay. All right. You take a good chunk out of this boy.
Combo chain.
And it's his turn again. He's going to swing his axe at you one more time. But this time, as your fists are coming down, you manage to see as he's winding up for the swing, you punch him in the arm, redirecting his attack into the tree beside you. And Shaded, your turn.
Okie doke. Take it very same as first. I'm not having any luck with rolls tonight.
Jeez, look at that. That's like, oh, that one hits though. All right, Eggy, your turn.
How far can I move in one turn?
They're 25 feet. Your gnome, so 5 squares.
Okay, I'm moving 3 squares to here.
Climbing over the big dead dude.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna knife this dude.
All right. You swing your dagger into his boot because that's about as tall as you are, but you somehow manage to slide the dagger right in between his toes.
Oh!
So it doesn't do any damage because you managed to miss all of his toes right there.
Damn it! I'll have my revenge one day.
I'll have my revenge one day. As you're trying to knife his boot to death, he's going to try to kick you away there with the kick, I mean his great axe. Ooh. And he,
That's the dead barbarian's turn, CT. Or
okay,
berserker.
never mind. You do not get crit in the face for that much damage. It's
Double
Linkerham's
crit.
It's like 4 times damage.
Hooray, I hit him with my sword. Baby.
You hit.
Yeah. And I'll add a fucking smite.
Okay, roll the smite. Remember, those take spell slots.
Yeah, I figured.
But as a paladin, there's nothing else to spend them on.
Yeah.
Not even cure wounds or anything, right?
Who knows what that is?
All right, he's
Trained
looking
in
like
well, CT.
he's on death's door here, as it's now Quillian's turn.
All right. I'm gonna shoot him in the face. Now I'm using menacing attack because why not?
Especially scary crossbow bolt.
How do you want to finish him?
Shoot him in the eye socket. Menacingly.
As you see a gap in between as Linkerham swings down on him, you see a gap between Linkerham and everybody else to get the boom headshot on him, and you take the shot, and the bolt flies directly into his eye and right out the other end as he crumples to the ground.
I just imagine the whole Skyrim Elder Scrolls like critical shot.
Yep, blood and brain matter scatter against the road behind him as he goes into the ground. Luckily, the way the angle from the bolt would mean that blood did not hit and brain matter did not hit Shaded as he crumples to the ground. Do you guys want to root through their things and the other people's things?
I'm gonna retrieve all my bolts.
I would try
You're
to
not taking
tell
my
who
bolt.
those
I
dead
would
people
retrieve
were.
mine.
I'm gonna race her to get her bolt.
I'm gonna go check on Ismark and Arena.
Ismark and Irina look, Ismark and Irina look a little bit disturbed at the tiny chopped up bodies, but for the most part they're fine. Nothing really happened to them while the back in the cart there. But you guys, the bats were lingering overhead the whole time you were fighting. None of you made any. None of you really saw because all of you guys' perception sucks.
Did you roll for me?
No, I'm just going after your passive there.
My pass is 15.
I rolled pretty hard here. I might.
Foggy.
I don't think that's right on my token. Is that the blue thing supposed to be passive?
Yeah.
That's not right.
What's your?
I have perception as my expertise. I have 5 in perception.
What's your passive?
15.
Weird. But one of the bats starts to come down towards the ground.
I aim it.
And before your eyes, the bat changes into the appearance of a tall, handsome man.
It's always tall and handsome.
Ooh, I'm starstruck.
He starts to clap and give you a smile, and he says, "My, you've all been very entertaining the last little while. Just welcome to. I've been a terrible host. Welcome to Barovia." I must say, I was very impressed with your little romp through the old townhouse there that one of my pathetic, to be honest, followers. Once occupied, but I must admit, nobody who's come before you has ever managed to put down that rampaging monster in the basement.
Yeah.
I
Walking
wonder what's different about all of you. He looks over.
We're not human.
And we're just lucky.
He looks over all of you and walks a little bit closer. Hmm. So he's gonna take a hard look at the two in the back there who Eggy has disguised. Well, how do I roll this to myself? I know.
Fudge it.
No, didn't need to fudge it.
What result do you want? That is what happens.
He stares at them for a moment, and Irina starts to fidget a lot, but he dismisses it as what anybody else would do when they're being stared at by this guy.
I don't know. I googled his good looks.
What?
You Google tall, dark, and handsome?
No, like googled isn't like my eyes are sparkling. Oogled, perhaps is
Ogled.
the word.
He finally swoops down to his gaze swoops down to Eggy, and he quickly goes somewhere else.
Yeah, well, while this is going on, I'm gonna go near Divya and give him the rest of my lay on hands.
He sees that you're all bloodied, and a small smirk comes across his face as he sees you get a little bit closer, and he's like, well, I suppose it wouldn't be very sporting of me just to get rid of you all off the board now. I'm kind of interested to see where you go with this. He turns away. I suppose I'll be seeing you soon, heroes. And he turns back into a bat and flies back up into the sky.
Hubris.
What bad guy doesn't
What a
have a little bit? What kind of bad guy doesn't have a little bit of hubris?
That's why they lose all the time.
Oh yeah.
Bad guys just like did what they needed to do when they needed to do it at all times.
We would
They
know the
never-
good guys would never win.
Right. It would just be like, oh, I have you. Haha. I've caught you in my trap. Bam. Done. Walk away.
Yeah, well, imagine. Yeah, that would be a very short campaign for you guys, wouldn't it?
Hi, you guys are very interesting, but now you must die. All right, everyone, roll new characters.
All right,
I've been a
we'll start
terrible
again.
host. Let me kill you all instantly.
Well, yeah, you guys all wake up. You're back in the death house with new characters. Narissa's
Are you
just
still
like,
pretty injured, Divya?
What was that?
Are you still pretty injured, Divya?
I don't know how much the rest of Thor's lay on hands was. So,
I took 7.
after Strahd flies away and the bats leave, Irina takes a timid step forward towards Eggy, and she's like, I didn't believe your disguise would actually work for me, but he didn't notice me. Ismark kind of gives a little nod. Seems I underestimated you, Eggy. You're must be good at your craft if it fooled Strahd.
Finally, some recognition. Thank you. Wait, how do we know he was Strahd?
They've seen him before.
It was one of the other vampire lords that ruled this place.
We didn't say he was a vampire. We just said he turned to a bat.
She's not wrong.
Irina just kind of stammers for a second. I I've met him before.
Does he really want to marry you?
She shudders and doesn't say anything.
Oh my god, where are you registered?
And with that note, you guys are going to continue towards the town. No more events happen. You kind of just... Oh, and you guys do manage to loot 15 gold coins, 7 silver, and 24 copper off the corpses there, and some scraps of cloth because they're berserkers. They're not wearing much.
What about their axes?
I guess I'll take the cloth. I might be able to
Yes,
do
and
something with it.
you also get their 2 great axes.
Barbaric weapons.
How many yards of cloth do you think that would be, C2?
How many what?
How many yards of cloth?
Uh,
I'll just take 3 of the gold.
You
I
could
know.
salvage from them anyway.
Salvageable cloth. Let's say 10 yards of cloth.
Can always make bandages or something out of it.
The rest of it's all bloodstained and because, like I said, small pieces.
Oh, could we tell anything about the chopped up bodies?
1 man, 1 woman. Not much else. That's all you can really tell. They're freshly chopped up.
Yeah, if you're still pretty hurt, I have some spell slots.
I'm at 12 of 26. But we're
Yeah,
right
I'll
at the edge of town.
I'll throw a
Thinking,
level 2 healing word on you.
Why don't we put him on the cart, take a break, and he can take a small rest and probably use his hit dice?
We're about half an hour away from the town, so if you wanted to just head into the town, you could do that.
26 hit points. That's adorable.
Hey, I'm a monk. I'm not supposed to get hit in the first place.
You know, now
When you have a point, you have a point. Alright, you guys continue along the trail there, and the old Sveluk road meanders into a valley washed over by dark, brooding mountains to the north and south. The woods start to recede and revealing a sullen mountain berg surrounded by a wooden palisade. Thick fog presses up against this wall as though looking for a way inside, hoping to catch a town slumber. The dirt road ends and you guys pull up to a sturdy iron gate.
They'll even let us in.
Iron gate. You guys see the map or no?
Yes.
And once again, unless you guys are going to split up, I'm going to use Eggy's token to represent the party.
We should probably stick together.
It's like I said, this game is now Eggy and friends. So it's not letting me drag her token out for some reason.
Were there any wards on the gate?
Well, I guess Quillian's representing the team now.
best character. Yeah. Murder robot.
Please present
And-
hall pass.
As you pull up closer to the gate, along the road there are half a dozen pikes with wolves' heads impaled on them. And 2 shadowy figures stand before the gate there.
Obviously a cat town.
Meow. As they see you approach, the 2 guards cross their pikes. And who goes there? Are you gonna answer? No.
I'm just gonna mad dog him.
Oh,
It's there.
I need to answer?
I'm making an
Travelers
answer.
seeking entry.
Yeah, look how quick the cat person answered would. Travelers. One of them looks at you suspiciously. from that direction.
Come
What was the name
along
of the road town?
It must
Barovia.
have come from Barovia and passed from like Ravenloft. Narrows their eyes. How do we know you're not with him?
Show my holy symbol.
Um,
Not
Is
many
there a
undead
quest we can
carry
take?
keys.
Who's your god?
God. What's a good god, CT? I don't know. I didn't think that far.
Uh,
Just pick one for me.
you're a dragonborn, so you can be cliched worship
Satan.
team, man. Yeah, you know what? You flash a pentagram at this guy, and he looks at you even more suspiciously.
And then he starts throwing up the horns. This guy's down with the devil. Goddamn adventurers are down with the devil.
What can we do to prove that we're not with Strahd?
You're not with. You were simply escorting two travelers from. What was that? No, I forgot the name of the town again.
Barovia.
From
This
Barovia.
place was called Barovia.
Perogia.
It's the town of Barovia and Barovia.
I motioned to Ismark.
Yes, we come from Barovia. These gestures to them. Motley group. Definitely don't look like anybody from around here after all. And not many outsiders we've ever seen ever agree to work with Strahd. One of the guards. The guards look at each other, is like, and one of them bangs on the gate and it starts to swing open. And as you go away, as you pass by, you hear one of them mutter, "Bunch of weirdos, if you ask me."
You're not wrong.
Fair enough.
Just a bunch of hosers. Smelled like onions, eh?
And with your entrance into Valaki here, I'm going to call it there for the night. But I'd written down to myself that I expected the road to be more dangerous, so I was going to level you guys up after this. So I'm still going to level you guys up. That's my plan.
Yay.
It's like, why
How would you-
at that point? Why didn't you just roll the encounters?
I wanted to stick to the store. It said roll a d20, and on an 18, 19, or 20 on the road, you get a random encounter. So I rolled 2, and 4, then a 6, then a 3. I'm
It
like, that's
almost-
not even close.
Almost sounds like you wouldn't, like it didn't necessarily want you to have an encounter. I bet you that number gets lower and lower as we continue.
Then we get to the part where it says roll twice for the counter. Well, actually, it doesn't say that. I just rolled twice because I figured it'd be a good spot for the counter. Nope, it's like a 3 to 6 or 3 to 7, and I was like, guess you're gonna go to the stupid camp with no fights.
In the distance, you can see Strahd desperately setting up an encounter.
And Eggy manages to find a pothole or a secret tunnel and goes around it. Yeah. Eggy drunkenly stumbles off the road and distracts long enough for the wolves to pass by.
Yes, if we're going to be leveling, CT, were you going to allow those UA feats?
Sure. I mean, it'd be just letting my barbarian be a UA barbarian.
That means
Why
I can pick up the Thieves' Tools proficiency. So we can at least have that.
What do I put my experience at?
700, right, for the next level? For level
2,700,
4?
yeah.
2,700?
Yeah, that's what you put your experience at.
Just that first night that I let you play that CT, and it's just like you rolled like 3 8s on your fucking rage dice.
Isn't it weird how every night he rolls the same number every time when he rages? Different number every night, but still.
Jesus, Josh. You see my hit points?
Are you sure you should be in the back row?
I'm a ranged character.
Shut up. You've selected crossbow expert. Oh my god, Jesus Christ.
I mean, that's the thing that makes sense.
Oh, you got ability scores increases. Where did you put them in?
Well, you needed to take a feat or an ability score increase. I took
Oh,
the feat.
I took the feet. I don't even know what crossbow
Because
does.
I get to I can ignore loading, so I can make multiple attacks with my hand crossbow. And whenever I make an attack, I can make a bonus attack with a hand crossbow, and I can fire in melee without disadvantage. And then it's gonna get really DACA.
What level are we?
4.
4.
Oh, I'm 3.
Put yourself at 2700 XP.
You know what? I'll stick with that.
I've rolled like max hit point dice the last 3 levels, guys. I'm sitting at 51 hit points.
I guess I'll just go with my dice.
That's why you don't take averages. 51 hit points, and I never take any damage.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
burned last time.
A lot of things are gonna jump you from behind all of a sudden, I think.
Nah, fair enough.
They're gonna start
Got-
attacking from the back row.
Now that I can shoot in melee, I don't mind.
Ugh, you disgust me.
Oh, you wait. You wait until I get bonus attacks. I can do 5 attacks a turn. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, you're gonna have to stop at the store to buy crossbow bolts.
I am literally going to be dumping all my money on crossbow bolts.
I was half expecting you to start putting levels into Artificer so you could just not have to worry about ammo. Oh wait, no, I guess you still have to worry about ammo, you just don't have to worry about reloading.
But I don't need to worry about reloading now anyway
Yeah.
with crossbow expert.
All right, Bang, have you done your leveling yet?
No. So I can only pick an ability score or a feat?
So you can increase your stats. You can give yourself 2 points in something. So, well, you only have one odd number. So you increase your charisma by 1 and then put something towards one of your other stats. Or you can pick a feat.
I feel like I kind of need some dexterity.
Both points in dexterity. That way it gives you some additions to hit when you're using your crossbow there and your dagger.
And +1 to your AC.
Yeah, it makes you be able to take hits a little bit better. You put 2 points in dexterity.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like the worst idea ever, because I kind of hit for peas. I do no damage.
So what was John talking about railroading? Oh, is that because I forced the random encounter at that point?
Probably, yeah.
I just sat there and I kept rolling dice until I got a. It took me like 7 dice before I got a.
But what's the
18
point?
after 20.
You just if you want to have a random encounter, just have a random encounter.
Because I wanted to see how long it would take me to get a dice. And you guys could have traveled to the other side of the map without getting a random encounter with those rolls. At least you guys are going to be doing a lot of back and forth stuff.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there'll be plenty of other encounters.
So just remember, guys, the mountains, a cellar, and the Wizard of the Wide. Those are the 3 big hits. If you hear anything about those or look at the map,
Sorry, we got money in the house, didn't we? We sold the stuff with the monies.
I don't think we ever sold it because Bang didn't want to sell our blades.
That and we made a possibly faulty assumption that the small town we were in before wouldn't have the money to pay us for those things.
Well, now
Okay.
you're in the big town.
I'm just sure I had some money on me in my character sheet showing I have no money. So
I didn't touch your character sheet, so I don't know.
you need to make me my round icon too, Bucko. Sick of being a rectangle in a round person's world.
That's because I made you actually have a token rather than everybody else who's their pictures or token. I just dragged them out.
Ah, okay. Well, I just need money to buy bolts, guys. That's all I'm really concerned about.
I'm
Don't.
pretty sure you had a bunch of money because you turned some of your silver coins into.
Yep, I remember that. But I don't think I used all my money to do that.
No. Shit. How much money did you have?
I think he had 2 accounts.
You definitely. You
And
guys probably split that money I said earlier, which I should have written down for you. I guess it's 15 gold, right?
Yeah, 15 gold, 7
5 of
silver,
you?
and some scraps of cloth.
That's 3 for everybody.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure you had at least. How much did you start with when you did your character?
I rolled the money and I got 140 gold.
You spent on your equipment there, roughly.
I think we spent almost. I think I had like 10 gold, and then I did 50 silver worth of bolts. So I should have 5 gold plus whatever we got.
And then when you guys sell your, do you have the items written down still? How much they're worth? Or we have to go back into the death house thing and find that for you guys.
I know the brush was worth 30 gold.
And it went down the well, yeah. And
That's all I remember because it's memorable.
it was burned into your memory. I'm gonna remember that till the day I die, probably. So yeah, I'd just say you probably have about everything else you guys have looted, probably about 15 gold right now. Ooh, yeah, I'd say about 15 there. Actually, no, 10, because you did use 5 gold roughly to make
Sorry, 10?
the 10 gold, yep. I forgot your character had 20 strength already. Jesus.
Yeah. I'm like figuring out. I think I might do a feat.
Yeah, there's not really much left for you to, other than dump charisma into constitution, one of those two.
I was gonna take maybe resilience and then put it in constitution
Pick
because
one
I
and
have
just get-
hunter's mark, and then I can just keep that up if I don't fail my constitution throws.
20 strength, Jesus.
Yeah, I hit that dude really hard earlier. I was surprised. And I took the dueling feat, so I do just +2 to everything.
Yeah, you're 14 for a normal swing.
For feats that require you to have spellcasting, like, would my racial spellcasting count, or would it, does it just mean, like, actual class spellcasting?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that? I wasn't listening. I wasn't paying attention.
I was looking at feats, and there's some feats that require spell casting. And I was thinking to myself, would my racial cast of levitate count as spell casting?
Use
What does it say specifically as the prerequisite? If it's just you can cast a spell, then yeah.
It says spell casting or pact magic feature.
No, it doesn't count. That would require just like the spell casting with the spell slots or pack magic. That means the class feature.
Yeah.
What do I put my expertise in?
So we're done.
Yeah.
Yep, all done for the night.
Looks like it.
Well, thanks very much, guys. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was.
I look forward to getting ambushed in the back and shooting stuff in the face.
Yeah, just tell me you guys didn't think this through very well. Yeah, I'll just put the expertise in these tools.
Kind of sad that I forgot that there's no fighter fighting styles that work for unarmed combat. Because I was looking at the fighting initiate feat. Only thing it requires is proficiency with a melee weapon. And it's like, okay. But all of the fighter fighting styles require you have a shield or be wielding a one or two-handed weapon.
Yeah, there's no real fighting style for unarmed combat.
There should be. There should be like a berserker pugilist build. All right, night, guys.
Good night.
Alright.
Go on.
I can now serve as trap monkey. That's what I liked about that feat instead of just taking skilled is that I can get my point of dexterity. No, to start leveling paladin. I mentioned to City earlier, but I wasn't thinking very well when I picked comprehend languages as one of my spells. Everyone's human.
Yeah, that would be a downside.